Hello. Look, it's so far away. Okay, so I am Bethany Morris, and I want to thank Miss Anderson and Miss Mitchell for inviting me and Michelle to do some safety tips for you guys today with cooking. I work down at the extension office, and I teach about nutrition classes, and Michelle's going to start, so I'll let her introduce herself to you.
Okay, now we have social distance, so I'm going to take off my mask so you can hear me a little bit better. I'm Michelle Tudor, and I work for Owensboro Community Technical College, and I teach X-ray. And I'm just going to teach you a little bit today about hand washing and hand hygiene while cooking. About 3,000 deaths occur in the United States each year due to foodborne illnesses. So anything we can do to lower that number or keep that from happening to you or any of your loved ones, we're going to try to do. Especially during this holiday season with pandemic, hand washing is even more important. Both the FDA and the CDC agree that hand washing is the biggest, most important part to inhibit people from getting foodborne illnesses. So I'll talk about that today. First thing you want to do is anytime your hands are soiled or visibly soiled, you need to wash your hands. Now you can use an alcohol-based sanitizer if they're not visibly soiled. However, when we're cooking, most of the time that our hands need to be washed, they're visibly soiled. So we need to actually wash our hands. So we're gonna first make sure we have a little bit of warm tap water going. And we want the water to be warm. So we're gonna fill that. And then once we get warm water, you wanna apply a good amount, I'd say a dime to a nickel size of soap at least into your hand. The thing to make sure of while you're washing your hands is that you are washing all surfaces of your hands, to include the backs of your hands all the way up to your wrists, the palms really well, in between your fingers on both hands and under your nails. Now, the main thing to remember while washing your hands is the duration of how long you wash your hands. You need to wash your hands for at least 20 seconds. And I will just tell you, it feels like forever when you're doing it. The best way to determine if you've washed hands for 20 seconds is to either sing Happy Birthday, sung in your head twice or out loud, or to sing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star twice. That ensures that you have washed your hands for a good 20 seconds. And you just vigorously rub them in all parts. And then when you rinse your hands off, what you want to do is you want to start at your wrist and let the water drip down to your fingertips. That's washing the germs away from your hands. So you start at the wrist, washing your hands downward in a downward motion, and then you do the opposite hand. Now, one important thing to remember as you finish up rinsing the soap off your hands is not to touch the handle, because you touch the handle before you wash your hands, so you could cross-contaminate your hands once again if you do that. So I've already got some paper towels, and it's best to use paper towels instead of a dish towel. I have those ready here, and you're just going to dry in the same manner from the wrist down. And you want to make sure they're good and dry. And then once you have them good and dry, you're just going to use that paper towel to turn off the water. And then you want to throw that immediately in the trash. Now, if you know that you have cross-contaminated something, say for instance you're cooking raw chicken, and you have that raw chicken on your hands, and you reach up to turn on your oil, and you touch your stove handle. Well, you've contaminated that stove knob now. So you need to clean that stove knob before you touch it again. Otherwise, you're just cross-contaminating. Another one is a dish towel. Oftentimes, we'll grab a dish towel after we've used raw meat. That's cross-contaminating because now that dish towel has those germs on it. Another thing that some people like to do while preparing meat is wear gloves. So I'll show you a little bit about how to put gloves on. First of all, you just grab it by the base of it here where your hand's going to go in. And these aren't sterile gloves, so we don't have to use sterile technique. However, we want to be as clean as possible. You always wash your hands prior to using gloves, okay? And then you slip your hand in, and then you grab the other glove at the base, and you put your other hand in. Now, after I've used these and I've got my meat ready, then what I'm going to do is you're going to grab this bottom part of the glove here, pull it out, grab the other bottom part, and pull it inside each other. Whoops, I just dropped them. But instead of dropping them, I would drop them in the trash. And that's just a little bit about hand washing technique. And I'll let Bethany take it from here.